When Ekarat, or E, a university student, was transferred to a new dormitory in the old part of the city, he was simply looking for a quiet place to live alone. The rent was cheap. Too cheap. The dorm had a faded brass sign above its cracked doors. Dormitory 9, rooms 101 through 313. Odd, E noticed the building had only 2 visible floors, yet the elevator had a button labeled 3. At first, he thought it was just a leftover from a previous renovation. He pressed it. The elevator door opened into a dim corridor with peeling wallpaper and cold air. He walked to the end and found room 313, his assigned room. The room was simple: a single bed, a desk, and a white curtain covering the only window. There was no wind, but the curtain moved, gently, as if someone were breathing behind it. At night, E began to dream, not nightmares, but fragments of a woman's voice, whispering just behind his ear. He couldn't remember the words, but every time he woke up, there were faint traces of blood on his pillow, as if he'd been biting his tongue, or worse, his own lips. One morning, as the sun shone through the curtain, bloody handprints appeared on the inside fabric, handprints that hadn't been there before. They looked old, dry, and smeared, as if someone had been trapped behind the curtain, clawing to get out. But the window behind it was sealed shut. Days passed. The dreams deepened. The woman appeared in the mirror now, always behind him. Her face was pale, with hollow eyes and lips that moved, but no sound came out. Every time he turned around, no one was there. He started avoiding mirrors. On the 5th night, he dreamed of her again, closer this time. She leaned in and whispered clearly, "You let me in." He jolted awake to find the curtain soaked in red, and on the mirror above the desk was a message written in blood: "Room 313 is mine." When he tried to leave, the door wouldn't open. The walls began to bleed. His reflection began to move independently, smiling while he screamed. And then, his eyes in the mirror turned crimson, and he smiled back.